Welcome to Peden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats of Ohio U. We're looking forward to a full house and a terrific game in this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the Buffalo Bulls taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bulls will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bobcats offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
Him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, and make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Using the quick game. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
42 Spider. 4-2. To throw, it's Wall. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
These corners going to give them some space. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move at the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Bobcats have taken it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Reads it, fires complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
He makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting those progressions.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with the scrimmage.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Looking downfield, it's Walt. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He's looking to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Now the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
5 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. He's going to pass. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets the give. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll do it himself. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Buffalo, 0.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
No, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The completion well past the sticks. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
They'll leave it with him. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're setting up the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Back to throw, it's Wall. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback checking the play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He lost one down the sideline. And he's got it at the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, the inside give. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looking to throw. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Number 64, set to advance on the football.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield, it's Wall. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught on the outside, it's Crispin. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Ohio! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
He's looking for a man on second down. He makes the connection. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Complete.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
They're bringing heat. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him.
Yeah, it's just a throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to pass, it's Wall. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bobcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
This offense has a second down play. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. Might as well give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Leaves it with the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go right back to him. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring.
Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulls trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. 42 Spider. They'll try to get it in with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. On second and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his... Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A strike downfield. The Bobcats in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Wall. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. On the option. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. It's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole.
Just plowing down the field. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
Picks up 1. Second down coming up.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. Just plowing ahead. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Ohio, 24.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Power ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They're going to give him another chance on second and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes for the two-point conversion, and the lead is 4. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The short hands, it's McKee. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffalo! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Keeps looking downfield. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Wall. And they can't make the play on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, fresh set of downs.
The Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time. And they could use one here. Okay, ready? And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Coming after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 24 over Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. The give from the gun. And the Bulls get enough to move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Turns it on in midfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
They'll go to the ground. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Bulls enter the final minute with the lead. They're going to ride this running back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulls.
Touchdown.
You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
44, Ohio, 31.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's second down.
Now on second down. Back to pass, it's Wall. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Makes a connection. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And they spike it to stop the clock.
It leads to second down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.